Back. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm very excited because this is my favorite segment of the whole week.
Damn, listen to that.
I have favorites. It's true. It's awful.
We're human. You know what I mean? You gotta like what you like.
It's true.
Yeah.
But welcome. Glad
Thank you
to
so
have
much.
you. For those who don't know, tell us who you are and what do you do?
I'm Joshua Boyle, otherwise known as TokyoPunchout, and I do community for online games. Specifically, it's been Quake Champions.
Can't complain. It's
Yeah.
a pretty good game.
Oh my God. It's all I play basically, so I'm a little biased as well.
Understandable,
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah.
So you guys had an amazing showing at the conference. Right now, it's still going, correct? That
Yeah.
if you go play Quake, you get to keep the game?
Yeah, so that's the rad thing. So this week what we're doing is basically if you download the game, if you go to quake.com, you do it through Bethesda Launcher, you do it through Steam, however you get it. Once you get in this week, as long as you log in with your account, you get to stay in and play forever.
Awesome.
Yeah, which is pretty rad. So basically, we've got a whole new set of stuff for new players, and that's kind of been the main focus a lot recently. Was we're doing optimization, but we're also doing the new player experience. So
very nice.
Yeah, we want to make sure basically when people get
I
in.
appreciate that. I would have liked that at PAX.
No, you've been doing super good, man. You've been killing it. Yeah, I've been watching your streams and been like, I don't know, maybe she can just like skip the new player experience at this point. I think you've graduated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying so hard.
You're doing awesome. But yeah, no, we've got bots in, which is really cool.
Oh yeah, that's new.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you start out now, basically instead of just getting like thrown in the fray, you kind of get like an onboarding experience where, of course, we just built in daily rewards. So it's like,
I saw that.
yeah. So you're like, okay, the grind that I'm going to do anyway, like feels better because every
rewarded.
day, yeah, you just like throw those carrots out, eat those carrots, let's go. You know what I mean? Powered up at that point. But yeah, with bots, it's been awesome because basically not only is it that you don't get thrown in the shark pool with all the killers.
Yeah.
Like you got thrown in the shark pool with all the killers.
I didn't know Sai was a pro when I was playing against him.
Oh man, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that makes sense now that I'm watching North America.
Yeah, you're like, oh wait, I think I've seen his name somewhere. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
It's like the leaderboards,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. But no, like it's really cool. So we match new players up with bots, and basically they're always balanced so that they're really good teammates, so they don't run around and grab all your stuff.
Very nice. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
You don't find that very often.
You really don't. You're like, oh, cool. Like that bot took the railgun, and like he isn't even going to use it.
Nope.
That's nice. You know what I mean? And
Appreciate that.
Yeah, and like health bubbles that you would normally be like, oh my God, this is going to take like 15 seconds to respawn. If this bot, and then he just avoids when you're like, oh, best teammate ever.
Yeah, thank you.
Number one teammate in the world. So yeah, we've been backfilling servers with that, and the reception's been awesome. Like it's been really, really good, and just to get so much new blood in feels good. Like now we've just got
you guys announced that.
Yeah.
And then your website crashed.
We did. I mean, it didn't hurt that it was also like, if you're interested
Not
in this,
a bad thing.
No, of course. It's like if you're interested in like Fallout 76, I don't know if you've heard of that, like maybe go ahead and go to this website and make an account, and it's just like, and done.
Yes.
So free to play Quake plus 76. We broke the internet for a second, but we're back up.
It's true.
You can log in.
Yes.
You can get an account right now today, and I would do it now before the trial ends because otherwise you're out of luck for it. Yeah.
And
you get to stay in.
I was trying to play this morning because show floor opens at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
We don't go live till 11.
Right.
And I was in queue.
Yeah.
I was 77th in queue. And I was like, this has never happened to me before.
You're like, oh my God, what is happening?
Not a bad thing.
No.
But I was like,
good problem to have, but still.
That's new.
Yeah, because we're just trying to make sure that basically the optimization is right, so everybody that getting in has the best connection, like the server, the back end, everything's dedicated. So, yeah, man, it's just it's a great problem to have. We've already actually solved that. Queue is all good now, so everybody can get in.
Appreciate it.
Nobody has to wait. Yeah.
There's another question I saw, I think on Twitter, about daily reward login not tracking correctly. Is that something you guys are looking into as well?
Yeah, we're already working on that, and I'm pretty sure it's actually already good now.
Okay.
You know, it was just like we pulled like 100 levers at once, and we've all been preparing for this.
You
but
break
you know,
a few things.
You know how it always is,
Yeah.
right? It's like everything's good in testing, and then it goes live, and you're like, okay, like 3 or 4 of these levers, like maybe just like
There's
like
some things on fire.
Yeah,
we'll just damper that a little bit.
Exactly, but it's awesome. Like it's really cool that of course, with our game, the only way we do like drops with getting anything from like classic weapons to new shaders for champions, is all through our system of backpacks, chests, and reliquaries, and you'll never get any, there's zero pay to win ever going to be in Quake Champions.
I'm also a huge fan of that.
Yeah, so it's all just like...
student loans I got to pay off.
Exactly. It's dress up, it's fashion souls, it's good times, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fashion.
Never heard Fashion Souls?
I haven't heard that one in a very long time.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So we do actually have some B-roll that we'd like to show you guys.
Yeah.
Is it anything new, or is it what you guys had presented as well in the conference?
This is basically, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you're familiar with a guy named John Hill, 04. Previous, maybe like top 3 Quake player of all time. He's now actually... We're super lucky to have him as our esports director. He's been killing it.
Congratulations.
So that was kind of nice to grab him. Might be a little bit of him running around here and there, sort of doing what he does to everybody else. So this is InstaGib as a...
Oh, no. Okay.
So this is a newer mode we just added. Because, again, our whole philosophy is, like, we're never, ever going to try to make Quake easier. It's all about making the challenge more fun. That's like our main development focus for this game. So, you know, Quake is going to be Quake forever. And, you know, in this game, that was the other cool thing, too, right, is you pull in all these different champions with different abilities and different movement styles from different Quake iterations. So, you're a Quake 4 player, well, like, you play Slash, you've got Crouch Slide.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, it's just, like, ticking all the boxes for all the previous Quakes. So, InstaGib, as you well know, because I've seen you in there, any place you shoot, you kill, right?
Yep. I love sniper rifles to begin with, so...
Yeah. So this is just Railgun Festiva, like 2018.
And he's Visor.
And he picked the #1 ability for InstaGib. Yeah, so with Visor, his ability is Piercing Sight, and as you can see, everyone's a red outline because he's basically got wall hacks. So John doesn't mess around. He doesn't go easy on anybody ever.
I appreciate that, though, because that's how you learn. That's how I learned.
That's exactly
Thrown in with the sharks.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the funny thing is even though, like, that get good sauce can be like hard to like digest
it's a hard
immediately.
Pill to swallow. For
it
sure.
is, but the funny thing is it's like one of those things where when you're playing with killers only, like maybe a week or 2 later, you play with not killers, and you're like, "Am I kind of goodish?
Am I okay now?
Yeah, did something happen? Like
what's going on?
Right. Like it's hard to track sometimes until you're like, you know what? Like I got some frags that match. Like I'm playing these dudes that are like
KDR kind of even out there.
Right. Exactly. And it feels good, and that's like a big thing with Quake Champions also, and with Quake games always is you're going to die a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, honestly, there's a lesson in every single death, right?
Yeah. Well, there's one.
Don't be there. Don't be there when that guy's about to pop off. Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. So do you, in the new, I don't want to say starter mode, but the tutorial mode, new player mode.
Right. New player experience, the onboarding.
Thank you, the onboarding.
I'm just gonna keep throwing out words.
I'm working
You're saying
for
everything
it.
right.
Hey, okay, cool. I didn't want to butcher it too bad.
No, man, you got it.
But do you teach new players how to do movement?
Yeah, so there's a little bit in there. We're still building that out more because, again, there's so many different iterations of Quake in here. You know, you've got crouch sliding from Quake 4. You've got strafe jumping. You've got rocket jumping. You've got all these different mechanics. So we're still baking some of that stuff in. Really, this was just getting bots in, getting them familiar with players that aren't killers, that give them basically like an equal footing chance to sort of, you know, basically move around the maps, get familiar. Because as you know, even though InstaGib, everyone starts out with a railgun, which is, you know, one shot, one kill. Mostly when you're on these maps, you're running around for control, right? What is your favorite weapon, by the way? I've been meaning to ask you this because I've seen you use a lot of stuff, and I was like, what is Roxy like? What is like the #1?
No,
in your heart?
I'm like, I love LG.
Okay.
But I also like, I have great days with railgun, and then I'm like,
that's totally fair.
I shouldn't.
That's totally fair.
But
go ahead.
I love it. LG.
LG?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, LG feels good because it also is like that. It's that like longevity of aim when you start and you're like, all right, I'm zoning in right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm holding this down until they're done. Unless you're getting crazy and you're like, I'll tell you what, I've been doing the math, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. All right, 1 rocket or something, right?
Yeah.
But that comes later.
7, 7. Yeah, that's the worst part. Like doing the math in your head.
Like those damage numbers, you're like, all right, I can't multiply. Like that's too many.
It's too many.
I think he's gone. I think he's dead. I'm not sure.
Eventually he'll die, right?
Exactly. Like I'll just keep holding this and just pray for the best. But no, like what was I gonna say? One of the cool thing is too, in basically like the arsenal. So there's the classic holy trinity, right?
Yeah.
So you've got rocket launcher, railgun, LG, and the combination of switching between these things and doing it right, where you're like, okay, let me think about this for a second. If I can hit this player in front of me with a rocket and put him in the air,
you can LG him.
You can LG him, and you can just keep him in the air because it's got that.
And knock him off the map.
Oh God! See, I don't even know why I'm telling you this. You're already like, yeah, I've knocked you off the map like 6 times. Like, this is like my #1 favorite thing to do. You can ring out somebody, which is double punishing because
that's
they
embarrassing.
They get the -1.
Oh, that's right.
You don't get the frag. Actually, you do get the frag, and they get a -1.
Do you get the frag?
It's brutal. I'm pretty sure
I never
you do.
checked.
Yeah, because it says ring out and you get the frag. Yeah.
I'm okay with that then.
AKA brutalizing. But yeah,
that's demoralizing.
It is, but not every map. You know, there's some maps that are contained that you can't fall off of easily. I should say. There's always ways to get somebody off the map, but yeah.
You can try.
Yeah,
you can try.
Exactly.
So I have a question that is, can you please ask if zoom sensitivity or zoom FOV customization will ever be added to the game?
That's a really good question. It's something that we've definitely, like, there's a lot of quality of life stuff like that where what they're asking, you know, is for basically like per weapon, you could change the sensitivity from when you zoom and when you don't, which is a really cool feature. But really, like, if you've seen a lot of the stuff we've been doing with, oh man, that was actually really nice.
You're ringing himself out.
This is just 0-4 doing what he does. No real surprises here. But yeah, it's definitely something that we're looking into. We're basically just trying to make the new player experience as great as humanly possible, get everybody in, get everybody familiar, and then start adding down the road some of those quality of life things that we know players expect, and honestly, we want them to. It's just getting the pipeline through all of the stuff that we're trying to make it as fun as possible, as quick as possible right now.
Understandable.
Yeah.
And I definitely think I cheated a little bit. I got a little bit of a quick lesson from Dehang about movement.
Oh.
So.
Okay. All right, Dehang, never heard of him. Is he like the guy that has won the last? Let's see, he won.
Him
Duel?
and Rafa too. Like, they've been killing it.
2v2 has been like. I'm really biased with that too. I love Duel. I mean, 1v1 is always like ultimate competition. It's just like you're, you know, alone on an island. It's just you, your nerves, and your skill. However, I've always been a team player, and 2v2 and that combination of how different styles of players, and the cool thing about that is more in particular is how the abilities can complement each other, right?
Yeah.
Because like I think Dehang and Rafa in the 2v2 at DreamHack Tours we just did, they were running a lot of like Galena and Strog.
I was gonna say Galena, right? Yeah, and because he would Strog people when they're
drone attack, the peeker. Good lord in heaven!
All the peeker kills. Like, I just saw highlights on my Twitter feed of like just peeker kills, and I'm like, what is happening right now?
I know, and really kudos to Dehang for like being a meta maker in the sense that there's a brand new champion that just came in. He's obviously been playing everybody else because it's new to the game, and then the month before the tournament, he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna add that to my strat. I'm gonna go ahead and throw.
Yeah, let's just do this. Why not?
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty good at everybody else, but like, cause he basically, like, him and Dewey more or less single-handedly made Clutch's meta kind of enter into Duel and just dominate.
I've noticed a lot of Clutch play lately.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on.
It's good though, because the Clutch, like the last bounce we made actually made him a lot more viable across the board and not so OP in the sense he could just like rush down.
Yes.
Because in Duel first, it was just like, okay, so he can move 1,000 miles an hour, and he can put up a shield and just basically let you like kill yourself, and if not, like you're done.
Yeah,
so,
that really hurt a lot.
Yeah.
There was another question
look
that
at that.
seen.
0-4 first place. It's crazy. How'd that happen?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Will you have the ability to change usernames? I assume this is on the Bethesda launcher and not obviously on Steam.
It is, yeah, because you know, in Steam, our game actually connects through your Bethesda account. So when you make a free Bethesda account there, you create a handle, like you said, that's separate from Steam. But that actually is another thing that we've talked a lot about, and I'm pretty sure, definitely in the future, we're going to be able to offer it in game, 100%.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, because right now it was only basically like, you know, again, it's just like getting these gates open, getting everything set up properly.
We want people to play.
Yeah,
then we'll make everything pretty.
Yeah, it's like, I want to be TokyoPunchout 4. It's like, okay, well, you're 1 right now. Like, give it a minute. Get good with that name. And then, yeah, that is definitely something we're going to do, though.
Somebody said, and I noticed this as well, speaking of new characters, who is the Dead Knight we could see for literally 2 frames on E3?
Yeah, it's interesting. I've seen that. It's almost like it was an Easter egg in that trailer.
It's crazy concepts.
Yeah, I've never seen that character before, but I'm very interested to see more. I'd say that QuakeCon would be a really interesting place to maybe just stay tuned. And
I hear about that. So what is this crazy QuakeCon that you speak of?
Well, there's this tournament we've been doing for like, I don't know, 20 years or so. And,
oh my gosh, has it been that long?
Yeah, which is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, who's a Quake dad? I am. No, I'm not. I'm a young, virile man. And yeah, no, I'm old. And so is QuakeCon in the best way, because the legacy that we've built there over the years of doing these tournaments, Quake specific, that are just like absolutely top tier, best competition. But here's the mix for this year that I'm like super hyped on. So again, I'm a little biased towards 2v2. I love 2v2.
You announced duels.
Right. But here's what we did with duels that we've never done before, which is absolutely like, it's crazy. About to use a curse word. I'm gonna.
Oh, I don't care. Go for it.
All right. It was batshit effing crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're doing a 2v2 tournament.
Yes.
Just as we would. $175,000. Just, you know, a little bit of money.
Just a little bit.
In case you want some.
Yeah.
And also, it's open. So again, there's not going to be the crazy qualifiers and all this stuff where it's like, you know, the entry point is so high, or you know, people's schedules. You sign up. You come to QuakeCon with your teammate. You guys take on the world, right?
Yeah. So anybody has a chance.
Exactly. Like doing the open tournaments that we did in Tours and now we're doing here is something we wanted to try out this year, just because, again.
Yeah, I saw that in Tours. That was actually a really unique thing that I noticed I went to QuakeCon 2 years ago. That wasn't a thing. I was like, oh, you know, what is this? And I was like, oh, never mind. I can't even qualify.
Not yet.
Yeah.
We're going to have to team up maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Just
all
saying.
right. I'm all right.
Just saying. I'll bring my mouse, you bring your mouse.
Tomorrow.
So
friendly reminder to those who don't know, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm not doing any of the time changes.
Let's just keep it to where we are.
It's easy. It's much easier this way.
Exactly.
You and I will play online with hopefully some new players.
Yeah, for sure.
Or some old ones. Be nice to us.
Yeah, exactly. Take it easy, guys. We're on stream, okay? But no, the other cool thing is so there's a 2v2 tournament, exactly like how we did in Tours, $175,000, huge prize pool. But here's the thing. The last day, we can't do QuakeCon without Duel. Duel is part of the DNA of QuakeCon.
I'm very excited about this.
Right?
Yes.
So you take the top 8 teams, which have already ranked, already been paid out. Now you break up those teams. Everybody from the 2v2 gets split into 2 brackets. Now you have 16 of the top players in the world.
Oh, you're splitting them.
Oh, yeah.
This? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So there's a chance that they play each other in the finals for all the monies.
Okay.
Right.
And how much?
Oh, it's $25,000. And by the way, it's just first place only. It's winner takes all. No big deal. And it's single match. So it's not going to be.
Oh, wow.
So it'll be the best of 5 inside of a match.
Got it.
But we're not doing the series. There's no losers bracket. It's just winner takes all.
That's amazing.
We're doing the dual showdown this year.
I'm very excited about this. So this is last day of QuakeCon.
This is last day of QuakeCon, yeah.
So for those who don't know, when is QuakeCon?
QuakeCon is the very end of August, the dates of which I'm going to say are the 29th, 8th,
I should
7th.
know this. I booked my hotel, but I don't.
I'm just getting dates. It's just in August. It's at the end of August.
I thought it was at the beginning of August.
It is at the beginning of August.
Because I was like,
the 9th.
I come back from vacation like 2 weeks before.
I was doing multiplication. And as you can see, I'm like 7, 7, 7, 7. It's the end of August.
Yeah.
It's not. It's the beginning of August. It's the 9th. Yeah, put that
Maggie
on your
corrected us. 6
to
thanks,
the Maggie. Preach.
Or 8 to the 12.
Look at that. She's got all the dates.
So that's right. This
Shout
year
out.
is going to be Thursday, open BYOC and show floor as well.
Yeah.
And you guys are going back to the Gaylord. Huge event.
Oh, 5,000 BYOC.
Wow.
Registration is coming super soon.
I know
Sorry
it's
about the delay. We apologize.
Another question.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, okay, registration. When is it? The
We're doing
website's not up.
We're doing it super soon. If they haven't, I honestly, with E3, I haven't been super on if they've announced it. I don't think they have, but it's happening very, very soon.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
you know,
no, I have you guys on follow. So
yeah. So bring, yourself and 4,999 of your closest friends, and we'll play some Quake in BYOC.
Somebody said there has been a lot of talk about a roadmap for QuakeCon. Or Quake Champions, sorry. Is there any update on this so that players can know what to look forward to in the future?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because, as you guys know, in the community streams that we do bi-weekly, and then we try to at least do one dev stream monthly for...
Where can we find you?
For id. Oh, thank you for asking.
I gotcha.
You can find us on twitch.tv/Quake, or online, it's easiest to find us. Honestly, the most active, the two things are just twitter.com/Quake or discord.gg/Quake. And there we honestly, we've got all these crazy plans, and our roadmap is so elaborate, but the biggest thing with our game is we really try to react to what community wants and what community demands more. So
appreciated.
These plans, even though we've got tons of stuff in the making, we try to basically always adjust them. So sometimes we're a little bit shy to put out like, here's the roadmap, because then if we commit to a thing and then all of a sudden the community's like no. It's like we want to be able to pivot and not be hanging out there. But know that we're always, listening and trying to get everything in the game as quickly as we possibly can.
Just making sure I haven't. Somebody says you haven't changed your outfit since the Bethesda showcase.
You know what?
It's a jacket.
It's a jacket.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a jacket. Some people are like, "Yo, that's a nice shirt," and I was like, "It's a jacket."
It's a jacket.
It's actually a jacket. But
and
no,
it's beautiful on the back, embroidered and everything.
Yeah,
you need to take a picture and tweet
it
out.
Yeah.
I don't know why I haven't.
I know. I've just been running around.
It's okay.
But yeah, a friend of mine did the chain stitching. Shout out.
Trying to make sure.
Oh, and I have to mention, when I share the back of it,
yes,
everybody knows one of probably our #1 community fan art creator who is just prolific, named Zeus54 at Zeus54 on Twitter. I had him design the back.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I was like, you know what? I need to get all of the Quake family involved in this, because I was so honored to be doing the E3 showcase, the stage presence, that I was like, I want to go out there with everybody. So how can I involve as many people as I can?
That's so neat.
Yeah, and shout out to Zeus. That guy's art is completely amazing. Everybody already knows if you're in the Quake family. If you're not, check him out. And welcome to the Quake family, by the way.
Very well done, by the way. I was watching in a Discord call with some friends. They were like, yeah, he knows what he's talking about. He's got some stage presence.
Oh, thanks.
It was refreshing from some of the.
Well, taken from the pro that you are, I'll take that as maybe up here compliment.
Please, I'm in the back of the booth for a reason.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. By the way, we're on center stage E3 right now. There's about 1 billion people behind us, but we have to put branding up. So
yeah. They pay us a lot of money.
They do.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
There has
been enough. It's enough. You guys, thank you.
There has been
shout out to the sponsors.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We love you all so much.
Thanks, guys.
There has been a lot of people looking forward to CTF. Any updates on when CTF will be out and what to expect?
Man, there is so much stuff I want to say about CTF, but honestly, all I can say right now, and you guys know where I'm coming from this, is I hope that we can say something soon. We're busting our backsides to try to get something together, at least in PTS. But honestly, right now, that's all I can say, is that what you can expect is, and when is it? It's, so yeah, that's what I got for that.
Okay, close enough.
Trademark soon.
Trademark soon.
Yeah. Hashtag.
Somebody says, bring cue ball back.
Bring what? Cue ball
back?
Okay. You know what? I'm into it. Bring us all your modes. Let's get votes. Let's go nuts. Let us know what you guys want, and we'll try to see, as people know, I love how someone's game devs, I want to add some crazy mix on CTF. You can do that tomorrow, and I'm like, no, but
we can try.
We can try.
Yeah.
Exactly. We can bust our ass and see what we can get in there. But yeah, dude, we want all of the modes that were most popular in all the Quakes. And
very nice.
The biggest thing to understand too is, and I always try to stress this, is as much as I love playing old Quake maps, as much as I love playing old Quake modes,
for me, it doesn't mean anything.
Exactly. And honestly,
but I feel bad about that.
No, you shouldn't. You absolutely shouldn't. Because you know what? Those modes exist in those games still. And not, of course, as you know, this game is absolutely feet planted in the ground to be all of the things that vintage Quake gave you in every iteration of TAD, but also we're a new game.
Yeah.
Welcome to a new game, Quake Champions. So it's let's also spice it up and do some crazy stuff and try some things that we haven't done before. You know what I mean?
The last several patches have focused a lot on weapon balance. Are there still further updates planned for weapon balance, such as making the rail damage 100, or is weapon balance set in stone now?
Oh no, welcome to Quake Champions. I don't know if you guys are familiar with fighting games at all, but as you know, in fighting games, they'll drop somebody, they might be a little OP, they do some nerfs, they try to bring everything up around it.
Yeah.
We are having fun making the game change with the meta, making the game change with the balance. So yeah, there's absolutely nothing set in stone in the best way. And as you can see, patch to patch, you're like, okay, this weapon was better in this circumstance, and now it's a little bit better like this. So keeping up with those things.
It's the meta.
It's the meta. And honestly, it's, as a player, like, it's not daunting at all. It's so exciting because then you don't just get stuck in your laurels where you're like, oh yeah, I always do these 3 things, and if those don't work, like,
we'll do this, and then, okay, sure, that doesn't work. Yeah,
it kind of forces you to, like, mix it up, play a different style, like, maybe mix up, like, the weapons that you would use, because all of a sudden, like heavy machine gun and starting machine gun, maybe 4 patches ago, were like, they were alright, but they got way better. Yeah. And so now I'm seeing, like, combinations of stuff I've never seen, and I'm like, okay, I got to watch out for this. Like, okay, I got to consider, because I'm actually, like, I'm a huge shotgun fan. I'm also a huge Doom fan, which if you ever see me online, you see me play Doom Slayer.
So you're the one fisticuffing me. Got it.
Most of the time. If you see a purple guy running around with wings, might be me. Just saying.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably,
just like running around punchy guy. But yeah, man, like starting shotgun is always what I use, but it's been cool to see people mix it up, do nail gun, do all kinds of stuff, and those balance changes have kind of made those better options at different times, so it's been really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I know one of the neat things that you definitely do in order to kind of bring the community together, which I see very rarely actually, which is interesting, is in the game itself, you can actually watch other people's streams.
Yeah.
So, like, say you're waiting for, I don't know, a duel in ranked. So you know it's going to take a little while.
It's going to take a minute because you got to find the exact match that's, like, perfect for you. Yeah.
You can go and watch a stream of, say, you know, you guys talking about the new patch. Or, you know, somebody, scroll down the bottom, somebody new just starting out.
Right.
Which is really kind of neat.
Yeah, it's been, like, getting the in-game browser, and again, like, being in 2018 with the Quake iteration, like, we've already got that baked in, which is so cool because then it can also... Yeah, like you said, it's like you can watch your friends that you've been playing with forever. You can watch all these new people and be like, all right, let's see what this guy, you know, like let's see what this guy or girl's like flavor is and how they play. And also, what's cool about that is I've seen so many people that just started streaming, like reach out to other streams or guys or girls that have been streaming for longer, like Maggie, 40 Lions. Like
shout out to Maggie because she was so nice to me the first time, like first time I played Quake at PAX, like. And I'm so excited to meet her at QuakeCon now.
Oh, yeah. She's a total sweetheart. And she's going to be there. Dude, I could just, like do a list. Like, it's going to be so lit at QuakeCon. Like, everybody's going to be there. It's going to be this
all
huge...
the names you see online, you can actually now meet in person.
Yeah. And by the way, these are all, like, I don't know. I'm just going to say this for our community because this is real. Like, I've been in other communities, and sometimes you have meetups, and you're like, yeah, like these people are like, you know, like really charismatic on stream, and then you meet them and you're like, yeah, this is all right. It's like a little bit awkward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude, like Quake
my old
family,
MLG days, I know that.
Yeah, I remember hearing some stories from that, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
There was some crazy stuff that you went through on that, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, we'll talk about that off stream.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off stream. But no, like Quake fam, like everybody's so real and so cool and like so genuine that like. I don't know. You guys just got to come to QuakeCon because, like, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna have a effing blast, and it's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
And you are gonna be showing off some new things that you teased at the showcase, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to questions if that's okay with you.
Please, yeah.
Cool. A lot of smaller maps were added to the 4v4 TDM FFA pool as part of the last patch, as Blood Run, Corrupted Keep, Veil of the Path. What was the reasoning behind adding these small maps into 4v4 TDM and FFA?
I mean, basically the idea is, you know, we've got all these maps and we've got all these players, and we don't want to segment because, like, you know, when you go into the free-to-play model, you don't have custom game where you can run around in every map because that's a Champions Pack thing.
Oh, okay. I
like
didn't know
run
that.
around by yourself or whatever.
Okay.
So because of that, we were like, okay, we want to expose these players to both sizes of maps because something like Awoken, which is like one of the newer maps, which I absolutely love. It's kind of got like
everybody loves that map.
Dude, it's
I've yet to play it, but
really? Oh,
yeah.
We were playing that tomorrow.
I keep getting like other maps, and I'm like, wait, what?
You're like, but I want to vote for that one.
I want that one. No.
No, we'll play that tomorrow. It's really fun because it reminds me a lot of older Quake, like really small maps where it's just like every time you turn a corner, there's like someone to shoot at. Yeah, there's someone shooting at you. It's just like, so yeah, we're basically just trying to expose more new players to more maps than we could previously. So that's actually been really exciting too. It's been cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What is the main focus of development currently?
Currently, like I said, it's basically, so we've got the free-to-play week. Anybody that can get in now can stay in.
Go. QuakeChampions.com.
Yeah.
Find it on Steam.
Yeah. You can even just do Quake.com.
You're shaking your head. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
It's Quake.com.
Oh, QuakeCon.
Yeah.
I thought it was QuakeChampions.com.
Quake Champions is the game, but we got Quake.com also. So.
Oh well, I always type it out.
Oh damn, that's because you're like verbose. You're doing like the exact thing.
Quake.com.
Yeah,
easier.
just go to Quake.com.
Thank you.
Super easy.
Thank you for correcting me. I feel like a dumb now, but that's okay.
No, you're not a dumb. You're smart. You're SMRT smart. Dang it.
Yes.
But yeah. It's really been just like getting everything for the new player experience like really polished and really good, and just getting more people in and testing all the things that we've set up for them, so that we know when we go full free to play eventually, the idea is that like we know the path is right because it's been tested, and we'll get all gather our feedback and we'll make changes based on that.
Very nice.
But yeah, for QuakeCon, man, it's going to be tight. I don't want to say anything, but there's, yeah.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
No, I don't want to get in trouble. Because he's going to
stand over there and shake his head no.
I know. He's got a knife out. I don't know.
We can't do this
I feel like he's going to use it. I feel like he's going to use it.
Will it eventually have a map editor? I know it currently does not right now.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like map editors is definitely way down the road. It's something that has always been a
So you are thinking about it?
For sure, but I mean, honestly, like just to set expectations, it's not going to be anytime soon.
Got it.
Just because like...
You're trying to tweak the game and get it going.
Yeah, I mean, we're still in early access, so sometimes like handing over tools like that, like I know some other games that are maybe like with a different kind of scope, maybe can just be like, here's everything, go nuts. But
here
with
we go.
Yeah, with us, it's like really tailoring that experience to get exactly what we think people need in Quake first, and then later down the road when we get all of our ducks in a row, it's definitely something we're going to look into. Because, I mean, I grew up actually building like Doom 2 maps.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So it all comes full circle.
Yeah, it's always been something that's like close to my heart. Yeah.
Are you going to remake some of the maps that you made back then?
You know I am.
Of course.
Absolutely. And honestly, even ones I didn't make that are like classic, I'm like, got to make that Dweller map, got to make Bob 10, so yeah.
Oh,
got
very
some
nice.
ideas still, yeah.
Are you guys working on, wait, is the work, oh, okay, got it. Is the work on hitboxes finished, or do all of the characters have their capsule hitboxes yet?
Everybody's got capsule hitboxes. They've actually had them for a while, for at least 4 patches, I think. But again, the cool thing is because we can always tweak all of these things, we make adjustments based on community feedback.
Yeah.
So if someone's like, oh, Galeen is like unhittable, or like, oh, it feels like there's
like Rainbow Six Ash,
like
everybody jokes about.
Exactly.
But thankfully you guys don't have that issue.
Luckily right now we don't. We've had, of course we've had like the growing pains of going like, oh wow, Anarchy like leans and he's really hard to hit, and that's back before we had the capsule one, so it was tied to the animation.
Oh, okay.
Which was actually really funny because people always think they want one thing, but sometimes it's not actually what they want. Because like we actually had 1-to-1 hitboxes. So they were pixel perfect hitboxes. But what's crazy about that is you know how fast Quake can move?
Yeah.
So when that happens and you fire something and it might look like you just hit Anarchy when he's leaning, but if you actually slow it down to like 0.25, you're like, you shot between his legs. Or like, you shot between his fingers. And it was like, all right, like, so we went back to what we've done in previous Quakes, like Quake Live most recently, which is capsule hitboxes, which are not only more forgiving, but honestly, it just feels right.
Feels right.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're used to.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, it makes sense, and I get that understanding of people think they want one thing, and then they're like, oh, wait, no, no, we don't.
Yeah, because on paper, you're like, 1-to-1 hitbox? Of course I want that. I want the most perfect pixel hitbox, and then you play with it, and you're like, it's really hard to hit anybody. And especially like the skinnier characters, they were just like, almost unhittable. Yeah, it was rough.
Galena.
Yeah, Galena
I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, she was really. I mean, she's still good, but she was really good back in the day. Yeah. But that's the fun thing about evolving and listening to community and taking that feedback and being like, okay, how can we adjust what would be best for the game and get it in as fast as we can? That's always what we try to do.
So the biggest thing to even say about that is a lot of devs do say that, like we listen to community feedback, but you guys are actually, and we can see it, implementing that feedback.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, we really do care. Like, give us the feedback, we want it, we will fix the game, or fix the game in a way that, makes sense to what they need or what feels right.
Yeah, and that's the beauty is like Mortal Emperor and myself, I mean, Mortal Emperor, by the way, shout out as like he and I are both community managers for Quake. We always like where we're from and who we are is about Quake, and it's about like we're players first, like 100%. And I know some companies might say that and like throw people over there, but like I took this job for like 8 games. You know what I mean?
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. It was like, oh, like what's on the docket, and then like, oh, anyway. But so That, and then like honestly, like the dev team at id, like these dudes are exactly like the best, like who's who of who you want making this game, because they're so connected in. It's not like some development companies where maybe they're just too high level, or they're just too disconnected because they're just too like eyes down. Our guys are eyes down and always like absolutely just like.
But they have their feet on the ground.
Yeah, and they're honestly like they're in streams. They're actually part of the community. Like you'll see.
I mean, that's how we met.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like you'll see Sincare, Adam Pyle. He's in like every stream. Like sometimes I'm even like waking up and I'm seeing chat in him, and I'm like, it's like even earlier where he is. How the hell is he awake like in this stream?
Have you gone to bed yet?
Yeah. I'm like, do you sleep? Like, is there like a bot that like replaces you like for certain hours? No, he's amazing. So yeah, that is the coolest thing. Is like this is made this Quake game is made by people that absolutely breathe and live for Quake only.
But that's what you need for something especially like this.
Yeah.
And because you definitely want to, I mean, you're building this for a competitive play.
Right.
So
but
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not just that like, because
you're not like branching just only there.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing is like, you know how competitive players are. It's like you could put a bunch of blocks on a table and like they would figure out how to be like, oh my god, I'm the best at this, and you're like, I don't understand. Like I've been using these
blocks
What is
this?
Since I was a child. But like, yeah, man. Like, but that's the thing is doing that and then basically like figuring out how we can get the game again, like getting the challenge really, really fun for new players and getting them addicted. Because you know how it is. It's like once you play enough of it, you start playing something else, and you're like,
I gotta go back.
I don't want to play Quake now. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of been the focus.
It's hard. It's hard here on convention internet.
Yeah. Oh,
I
can't wait.
We're gonna have fun tomorrow.
Doing this tomorrow. I'm into it. Yeah.
Somebody said the new stats website that was recently launched shows that the rocket launcher and to a lesser extent the LG are two of the more dominant weapons in terms of usage, kills, damage, and the tri-bolt is wow, that surprised me, is heavily used as well. Will this data influence weapon balance going forward?
Oh, 100%. I mean, the funny thing is we've always had this data
on the back end.
Yeah, but now that you guys see the data, like it'll make sense even more to you, like when we make the changes every year. Because sometimes people like we would like buff or maybe like barely nerf something. People like, I don't understand, blah blah blah. Because like maybe your playstyle you wouldn't prefer those weapons or something.
Yeah,
but we're always
no tri-bolt for me.
Have you used the new one though? No, dude. Tri-bolt is like there's Holy Trinity and then there's tri-bolt. Like I'm not
in the center.
Yeah, I think I thought of the word the other day. It's like I'm not even gonna try to flub it. It's like it's not quadadry. I always just want to say quad because Quake, but like. Yeah. Anyways, tri-bolt now has, like, it explodes at a certain distance. Like if you think about like if you're on Blood Covenant and you're down by like the red armor or basically the heavy armor there.
Yeah.
It's green. I'd have to remember these things from old Quakes. It's green. It's heavy armor. But
I'm so used to hearing red now that so it doesn't matter.
Right.
I know what you mean.
Same thing.
Yeah.
When you're there and you're looking at someone on the bridge, which is like a common scenario. You can shoot the tri-bolt and it basically explodes like right where they are on the bridge. Like that's basically like the distance.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and it's super good. People even, of course, like the knee-jerk reaction is it's too good.
It's OP.
Yeah. Nerf this thing into the ground, but it's like it's fine. Like
if you don't know how to use it correctly, you're gonna fail.
And this again, like we didn't just like say, okay, this is the tri-bolt now and forever. Got to go. See you later. You know what I mean? It's like this is the first iteration of like it working this way. But yeah, that's why you've seen those stats like. All of a sudden, tri-bolt is like real high because it's good.
Okay,
it's really good.
I'm alright with that.
Yeah.
In which direction do you want Quake to go in the future? More weapons, better maps, or just textures?
Textures. I mean, honestly, it's funny because the art in the game is so beautiful, but most of the time I'm not really looking or thinking about any of that because it's just like what's in front of me. Got to get control. You know, got to team up with my teammates, but. I think it's all those things. I mean, I think it's about making the experience as basically like getting as much from all the Quakes as we can in one. So it's as many champions as possible, as many maps as possible, as many modes as possible. I mean, obviously the modes are the hardest one to do because it's like, let's go ahead and reprogram like all of the things that happen in the game and get all the UI. But again, it's like we want all of these things, and that's what we're like working every day really hard on. So, yeah, I don't know which is the most. I mean. Somewhere between champions and maps. How about you? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like you guys have been doing very well. Like I can't even like. I have nothing to complain about. Normally, you have that like one thing. I would have said tri-bolt. Like, kill it. But never
I'm
mind
telling
now.
you, like honestly too, like I would get the tribal and be like, anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it was so situational, but now
if
it's
I
like
had the option to drop this.
yeah, you'd be like, oop, there it is, and then
Yep.
somebody gets in like, damn, I'm on that now.
Yeah.
No, now it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
we're gonna mess with the tribal tomorrow. It's gonna be good.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
Any chance of adding bots to custom games to practice?
That's something that we're definitely wanting to do. I mean, this is basically we backed it up a couple of dev streams ago, and we had a really cool one where we actually brought out a lot of people that nobody had ever seen from the id team, including
really?
John Dean, who's actually like the lead programmer on bots. He also did it for like Doom 2016. He's done it for like all kinds of Quake. Like he did it for Quake Wars. So this is just phase 1.
Got it.
So right now, the way that bots are is basically like they don't use their abilities yet. They're still basically like, this is like just the first iteration to get them in and get players trained to just like, that's a body, it's moving around like a Quake body would.
Yeah.
I can aim at it, I can, it'll help me out when I'm in a situation. But yeah, I think getting them in custom games is something we're definitely...
Down the line.
Yeah, it will happen, I'm not exactly sure when.
Can I play Quake and have it if I play it on Steam? So I assume if they unlock it. So yes?
Yeah. I mean,
you're creating an account.
Yeah, exactly. So whether you make an account on Steam or whether you make one, I mean, whether you download it for Steam or for VNet, basically you're creating a single login that's a Bethesda.net login, but it's agnostic. It doesn't matter
because
like,
I have
where you
both.
get it from. Yeah, same.
Because I play ESO, so every once in a
nice.
while I'll just like, I'm too lazy to sign into Steam, so let's just do it this way.
You're like, I've been having that account,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, for sure.
In which direction do you want Quake to go in the future?
I mean, up and just infinitely up to the sky and beyond. I mean, the stuff we've been doing esports, the stuff we've been doing with new players, it's just like, it's so exciting. Like, I can't even explain, like...
I feel like in the last couple of months, you guys have really like blown up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because I've started following a lot more Quake players now.
Yeah. No,
and like community members. So my feed sees it more.
Right,
it's
right.
like, but I honestly feel, especially like with that announcement, like you guys got cheers.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, let's do this.
I was like, it's 2018. We're doing Quake. Like, let's go. Like, couldn't make me happier. That, and not to mention, like, following Doom Eternal, it was just like,
oh, that was
id is back.
perfect.
Like, drop the mantle. Like, let's, I don't know. It's like, it's so close to my heart, all this stuff, that it's like hard not to even get like emotional about it.
Emotional.
Yeah, just like pour this over my head. But yeah, no. Yeah, man. I mean, really, it's about growing the community. It's about getting the game bigger. It's about getting more modes. So it's just like, the whole thing is getting into Quake with your friends is always, as you know, like when we're teaming up or it's like you and Maggie or whoever, it's like the idea is it's always more fun with friends because then you're basically sharing the experiences, you're able to like help each other out and you're able to level up together. And that's like a big part of it, I think. So it's just growing that game. Nice. You know what I mean?
I'm excited about this.
Me too.
And this is actually a really interesting question. It says, what are the data points that generate the most valuable insights into player behavior?
Jesus.
Sorry, that's a loaded question.
It really is. And honestly, I can very honestly say I'm not the best person to ask because we have people that strictly handle numbers. Shout out to Mike Rubitz, Sponge, who is basically made that thing by hand.
Wait, he's Spuds?
Sponge.
Oh, Sponge.
Not Spud.
Okay, I was like, wait.
No. Spud Hunter is our Australian streamer who's just a damn riot. Love that guy.
I was going to say.
Shout out.
He dunks on me every occasionally.
Does he?
I'm like, okay, this is my life now.
Yeah, you're like, all right, this is happening. This is happening. But yeah, no, that is a really good question and one that I don't think I'm qualified to answer. I'll defer to Sponge on that.
Okay.
Yeah. But hit him up on Discord, man. He's available. He's around.
Discord.
Yeah.
So
Again,
discord.gg /Quake.
Man.
I might be like a super
you're
stalker.
Hired. You're already hired.
Hey.
You're in.
I'll see you guys at QuakeCon.
That's right.
What our playlists here to stay and would personally like to choose which game mode I play.
Yeah, I mean, really with that also, it was about getting as many players into matches as quickly as possible. So right now, we're trying this. I think we might continue with this, but again, give us your feedback. Let us know exactly, where you're at. God, they're playing a Katamari, like, a cappella piano thing. I'm trying not to be distracted, but I was just like, I'm like just rolling a ball in my mind right now.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Flashbacks.
Just playing the hits over here at E3. It's lit.
Yeah. I just hope we don't get like Twitch struck with audio.
Yeah, right.
That's my only downside.
They're like, no, I hear the Katamari song. Go on, continue.
Continue.
But yeah, no, yeah, the playlist is really about getting people matched up as quickly as possible and getting them in playlists so that they're basically having the best match with like the most appropriate players of the same skill level. Because we always want every match to like end in overtime. That's like ideal, you know what I mean? Because that means that everything that you're doing with your team is basically like one-to-one match with like who you're against, and those are the best matches.
Those are the best ones because then it's, you know, you put a lot of time and energy, and you're like, when you win, it's like, yes, I did it. All this work was worth something.
Exactly. And then after it, you're like, whoever was on that team, like,
well done.
We're pretty much best friends now.
Yeah.
Like, let's just keep doing this. Like, if we can do that every time, like, why are we playing with anything? Like, let's just keep this team. Let's go.
That's how you make new friends.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's another thing we did with the recent patch was doing continuous playlists where you don't have to basically back out and go back in.
I appreciate that so much.
I know. It's something we've been trying to do for a while, and it just, again...
Coding.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's that life.
I don't miss that.
Life. No.
I don't miss that one bit.
No. You're like, I see all that text. I'll just talk. Is that cool?
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah. I used to design websites for a living, and so I understand people want one thing but really want another.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Yeah. Hard to keep everybody happy.
Yeah. Hope CTF is coming soon. Just wanted to give you that one.
Me too. Me too.
My vision is not the greatest, and it can often be hard to view enemy models, especially when aiming with rockets and LG. Will there be any improvements to enemy visibility, such as customizing enemy outlines and making them appear at longer distances?
That's a great question, and honestly, we've done that already with one pass. We did like an increase on hero lighting, and we did actually an increase on the outline, because before it was actually... It really wasn't that strong. It was kind of a fainter line.
A thin kind of. Okay.
So we're always trying to balance that with, you know, again, we always have to keep in mind what's the default for when ranked, like the most competitivest thing, all the way down to, okay, you're in the first game. Can you identify all your teammates? Can you see who they are? Can you see people at a distance? So, yeah, and same thing with even like the bloom on some weapons, like with LG. Patches and patches ago, many patches ago. Welcome. There was like issues where the LG, especially the QuakeCon one in like Tempest, like the bloom was like a lot, and people were like,
"Oh, the orange."
Damn, yeah. But we fixed that. We're always looking at these things, and if you're having these issues with anything in particular, like holler at me, holler at Mortar Emperor. On Twitter, on Discord, anywhere, twitter.com/Quake, discord.gg/Quake. And let us know. Like, let us know exactly what it is that you're struggling with, and we'll try to see if we can make it better, you know?
How about color blindness?
That's another thing we've really looked at, because Doom 2016 had an awesome colorblind mode.
They were very nice.
Yeah. Are you colorblind?
I'm pretty sure. I haven't been tested, but I have like a hard time seeing certain
like
colors.
The differences?
So when I do the colorblind, things pop better for me. So I'm like, oh, okay.
You're like, maybe I am that
Maybe I am. I don't want to pay the money for it, like to find that out, but like, I know it works.
Right, I can see things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, again, that's another like quality of life thing that is definitely important to us, but I have no idea what the ETA is, but something that we're aware of and we really want in. It's just a matter of time, time and when. Yeah. But definitely not something that we're like, no, we're not doing that, or we're not interested. We want everyone in to play, have the best experience they can. So we're always looking at these things. Yeah.
Somebody's asking a question that says, free-to-play players need a safe space to practice with and without bots, please. Yeah.
Again, like this is phase 1 of bots, but having like both custom match and maybe an idea. Like right now you can actually, the cool thing is some people may or may not know, but when you're choosing which one you're queuing for, you can actually go back to the tutorial, and in that tutorial you will always play Scale Bearer, like a one-on-one, which is actually, if you haven't actually played the Scale Bearer fight, it's really tight because that map doesn't exist. It's like this remix of Blood Covenant and something else.
Oh,
yeah,
I haven't played the tutorial.
Oh, it's cool. Like
because it's been added since I played.
Yeah, that's right. You're like tribal tutorial. Like tomorrow we're gonna just like we're just gonna burn.
We're doing too much tomorrow. Yeah. I'm excited.
We're doing the tutorial now first because you're gonna play that Scale Bearer.
We might as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. But yeah.
Speaking of, you guys have announced a Scale Bearer statue. Let's talk about that for a second.
Finally.
So I might actually, you guys are making me really broke this year. Like, I can't afford all this.
It's like, how much you got? Yeah, we'll take that.
My soul? Go for it. Yours.
Just put it in the game. Yeah. Put it in the game. Yeah, no, we just announced we're doing a Scale Bearer statue of him looking like a boss holding an RL. Yep. It's huge. It's kind of heavy.
How big is it?
damn, the inches.
Wait,
I'd say
what?
It's like a 12er. I don't know. It's not small. It's not like one of these jobs.
I expected like this.
No, it's like massive.
Like
it's
this.
like.
But it's like
just grab
real.
your monitor. No, it's yeah.
Okay.
It's sizable, and it's also heavy enough where it's not like the wind blows and like all your stuff falls off.
She's such a POS.
If
She'll
your
knock
cat
everything
knocks that off, like it might survive, but what it hits might be.
Got it. Okay.
Might be done. But yeah, no, you can actually get that. It's a GameStop exclusive.
Okay.
You can go grab that on their website. They got it up there, and I think it's like 80 right now retail. But it also comes with the Champions pack, and it comes with this. Have you seen the skin it comes with? It comes with like a special scale bearer skin. It's called like the Oni skin. It's like his samurai skin.
Wait, I missed this.
It is tight. It's super tight.
But we can find it and see it on the website, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we actually have an article on it right now on Bethesda.net, or you can check out Quake.com and news, and you'll see it there, and you'll get all the deets.
Awesome.
And get your pre-order on.
And if you already have it and you want the statue like I do, you can give the coat to a friend.
Yeah, you can be like the best sweetheart in the world and be like, oh, you like free-to-play? Cool, here's all the champions.
Congratulations.
Bam. And you can actually hand them a card because I think it's printed on a card.
Oh, very
so it
nice.
can feel like a very businessy transaction for a friendship.
Here you go.
Easy.
Businessy. I know we're a little bit over time. I want to ask one more question.
Okay.
2 more questions, sorry.
Okay.
Which complaints are you tired of hearing?
Oh, man. Damn, that's a good one.
I thought that was a pretty good one.
What complaints am I tired of hearing? Honestly, you know what the weird thing is like, I feel so happy to be in the position to like, to be, oh Jesus, I'm about to say the champion for the community. I'm fired now. I just fired myself. But honestly, like being the person who players can come to as a player, I'm like instantly empathize and sympathize. And even though some of them are coming at like 2 a.m. and I've already answered that question like 100 times, like, yo, where's my PTS invite or whatever? It's like, I understand. I know what it. You're like that was me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like honestly,
It wasn't though.
It wasn't. No, we hooked it up. We hooked it up. Yeah, we did. We got you in. But yeah, man. Honestly, like I really always just try to put myself in that position too of like. Yeah, before I was doing this and I played this game and I was like really, really passionate and I didn't have an insight to like the devs, like I didn't feel like I could reach out. And I'm trying to be that for like everybody. So I'm always trying to put myself in the position of like,
hey, talk to me.
Yeah, talk to me and like let me know what's up. Like the stuff that you want, whether I want it or not, like I'm going to try to represent you. You know what I mean? So yeah.
You're essentially the voice for what the community wants.
Yeah, and then between like them and the devs, it's like this is what the community wants, this is what the devs want, and trying to make everybody like happy in the same family where we all get what we want.
That's a very difficult job.
Yeah, it's like you ever play, what was it, like Civilization, being like the diplomat?
Oh, just, yeah.
I gotta like wear like a top hat or something and just be like, just keep switching
Found your new Twitter profile picture.
Oh shit. Okay.
4v4 TDM and even FFA Instagib are by far the most popular modes. Are there any plans to add a leaderboard for these modes to the new stats website? Right now the stats only show the leaderboard for TV2, TDM, and Duel, which are a lot less popular.
Yeah, I mean, right now, what we've done with Seasons, and again, this is brand new. We're in early access.
Yeah.
I think we just started, we added the leaderboard maybe like 8 months ago, and then we just added the 2v2 one as of 2 or 3 months ago. But the idea is those are basically the rank modes, which are separate from casual, which have slightly different rules, right? Like right now in 2v2, like in a normal Quake game, when you go to like where a power-up is like quad, you'll see kind of like a reticle around it that says kind of like when it's going to show up again.
And in ranked, it doesn't have that.
In ranked, it doesn't have that.
You have to watch the clock.
Yeah, you actually have to be on your game, and like you and your teammate have to coordinate like where you are and how to control these power-ups and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I love TDM. I love Sacrifice. I'm a team mode fan. So I would love these things, but I think until we get to the point where they're in ranked, I think that that it's just going to be like basically your KD that you're comparing to other players, and your ranked is still just going to be the stuff we have in ranked. But again, like we're just on season 1 of all this stuff. So
got many more seasons to go.
Yeah. Get comfortable.
I want to ask so many more questions, but I want to be mindful of your time. We added an interview gameplay session tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys want to play with us, we're going to be playing right here tomorrow. Is there anything you want to talk about or go over? Because I know tomorrow's going to be a little bit harder to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say, honestly, like, shout out to all, like, the Quake family. Like, I love you guys so much, and, like, I just feel like, instead of, like, I mean, everyone in their life does their own path and gets to where they are because they do, but it's like, I feel like you guys put me here, and, like, I hope that I'm repping you how you want to be repped because, like, it's my favorite thing to do. This is all I do. So appreciation. Thank you guys. All the new faces, let's go. All you babies, we got Quake dads everywhere. Like, let's team up, let's do this. You know what I'm saying?
I have to say, of all, like, and I love first-person shooters.
Yeah.
This has been the most welcoming, amazing, like, phenomenal community I have ever been a part of in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like, I joke and I say I come from the scum of COD. Like,
yeah, man.
Call of Duty, like, it's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't miss it. I won't lie.
Yeah.
But like being a part of this,
Yeah.
like, and what you do and what the community represents has always been. I'm very happy to be here.
So glad to have you, man.
So Quake.com. Go download the game, whether that be on the BNet launcher, whether that be on Steam.
Yep.
You can get it right now for free, and you get to keep it.
That's right. So even after the trial ends this week, if you get in and you download it, you're in. Servers are up, you're playing. That's it. We're good.
Easy.
Yeah.
And download it tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to be playing at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, PDT, I don't know, time zones, wherever it is.
Yeah.
There's Google for that.
Right.
Thank you so much for being a part of this. We thought
so
it was
much
going to be a short, little bit, and I ran over on you. Sorry.
I ran over on you. This has been great, man. We're just rapping. We're just having fun, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back.